Hey guys, it's your girl Tina Christos. Currently waiting at a bus stop to go see my friends. Today's video is actually going to be a chit chat with two of my Eritrean friends about certain topics that I thought I should talk about since I saw the comments from my last video for the Are Eritreans Considered Black? So we're going to meet up with them right now. I'm just currently waiting for the bus. If you are from the outskirts of the GTA, then you know that waiting for a bus takes forever. If you miss one, the next one's coming in like 45 minutes, which is so sad. But yeah, I'm on my way downtown to go meet up with them, get some waffles, which is basically be a new spot for you guys to see, and then, you know, say everything else. Alright, see you guys later. We are at, where are we again?
Starving Artist.
Starving Artist, and we're getting waffles. There's like a bunch of options. I'm just showing you drinks for some reason, but these are the options. Okay, so a lot of people have been talking about the whole idea of how we're basically not really black.
Oh, I'm not black?
Okay.
Yeah? Like, they were not black. It's kind of ignorant in a way, right? Because
everyone originated from us, to be honest. So I don't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We were the first beings. Like, we're not Arab. Like, you guys came from us.
If you check your what's it called, your DNA, like if you do those like DNA tests,
Yeah.
like it's just gonna be rooted back to Africa. So,
Exactly. And what I'm trying to say is, like, if we do it, like, I did my DNA test, right? And I'll have a couple of things, but, like, doesn't it make more sense if, like, they came from us and that's how diversity came about to be, right?
Yeah.
And you all know about Lucy. She was found in Ethiopia,
I
right?
was just about to say
And,
that.
like, yeah, I had to. I'm just trying to let you know. Y'all know.
But yeah, in all honesty, we are black. We're African Canadian.
Other than, like, other black people, society as a whole views us as black, you know? And Arabs don't see us as Arabs. I don't think we're Arabs. Like, although there's similarities, perhaps the only similarity is the Semitic language, I believe.
Yeah.
It's like, so if society views us as black and we ourselves view ourselves as black, right? Because it's a race. We're all black.
well, there's
Like,
also the thing where most Africans don't think that they're black either.
well, that's okay. You know what I think happened? Honestly, it was all 'cause of
Migration?
colonization too, right?
Yeah.
Due to the Atlantic slave trade. Due to the Atlantic slave trade, when West Africans were taken from their home by Caucasians, the British, American, you know, they were brought over, and then when they fought for their freedom and stuff,
So good.
they called themselves African Americans, right? Black. And so because their culture was eradicated, right, by the white people, and like they were stripped of their names, they were given white names after their slave masters, they became properties. Like, they became their property, right?
Yeah.
So like their culture is entirely different than Africans as a whole, you know? Like, that's why they don't, like, they say we're not black, but they're making a mistake. There's a difference between ethnicity and race, okay? Race is purely, like, it's physical characteristics, okay? And black people are the most diverse group on this earth. There's dark to light skin, different types of nose, different types of lips, eyes, okay?
Yeah.
And as a race, we are black. But as cultural groups, yes, we are different. And that's why we are different countries, we are different people. But to deny us, to call ourselves black, I don't think it's right. Like, I consider myself black because what would I check off at a census, you know? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, like, that's doing the most. And to those
Honestly.
people who don't consider themselves black, they're ignorant because the other people don't claim them, so they're kind of in their own
Exactly.
quiche, like their own little quiche, you know?
Yeah.
Like, they have to learn to love themselves and realize, like, being black, you have to be proud, you know? Black is beautiful.
Amen. Wow.
Yes, please.
Wow. I hope that clears up the comments in my previous video and you guys kind of get it, that we are still black. So we're going to get our food, but might as well just wait and talk about some other things.
Interracial dating.
So how do your parents feel about interracial dating, guys?
Oh, my parents, they said as long as
What
they...
the
Sorry. My parents basically said they'll accept anyone as long as they love me. And so, like, my parents are pretty cool. They're like more modernized, I guess. Like, they don't really... What they did say to me, though, is, like, if they were Ethiopian or Eritrean, it'd be nicer because of the in-laws. Like, they can, like, get along better. At the end of the day, it's, like, whoever makes me happy and whoever truly loves me, so...
That's true. That makes sense.
blessed.
I feel like with being first generation, it can be difficult with the whole idea of interracial dating just because it's not really something that's common back home. So a lot of people deal with situations about interracial dating, even though... Are you really analyzing the cup right now?
I know.
Look at that
I know.
cup. Look at that crust.
Disrespect.
So
I think it was just put into a dishwasher cup. You can ask for a new cup if you want.
They probably just didn't drive.
Yeah. So I feel like being from a family that is first generation, it can be difficult to basically introduce the idea of dating someone from a different culture, even per se. It still is a little difficult, even with being from Eastern Africa, having the idea of dating someone that's not Eastern African, especially if they're from, let's say, the Caribbeans or Western Africa. It's really difficult, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Like that's my take on it.
do you have any? Yeah, what's your take on it?
Well, personally, my parents, they would prefer if I marry an Eritrean. Like, that's it. And that's just because, like, our race, especially at this time, everyone wants to, like, get mixed. So, like,
Yes, we're loving.
yes, world loving, all that stuff. And I feel like I personally think my dad's only worried because we're not gonna have, like, pure Eritreans eventually, you know?
Yeah.
And that's what he's worried about. And, like, again, like what Mary said, my dad and mom, like, they would rather have in-laws that they connect with, and they won't have, like, any controversy and stuff like that. People that they can relate to.
What about Ethiopians?
The history, my dad wouldn't want me to marry
That makes
Ethiopian.
sense. That makes sense.
My dad's brother died in the war, so he has, like, some sentimental feelings towards.
Just clarification, guys. I'm 100% Eritrean, but like basically my parents were born and raised in Ethiopia, and so like obviously like they connect with the Ethiopian culture as much as the Eritrean culture. So like they wouldn't mind, like they wouldn't care if I married an Ethiopian Eritrean. It's not that pressing. But I did have uncles fight in that war. It's not like they're insensitive. It's just like it's like me, like, you know, I'm Eritrean, so I'd obviously like to marry an Eritrean guy too. But like if I marry a Canadian guy, which will happen if I did, like, you know, it's because like we're same culture kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's not the best example, but
Yeah.
Nothing against Ethiopians or Eritreans. It's just, I personally would love an Eritrean just because we're basically like same backgrounds and everything. But
You're not closed off to the idea.
I'm not closed off to the idea. It's just my dad will be a little pissed, but like it's okay.
I have a lot of friends, right? And like I have like Arab, Indian, and like Somali friends, and they're all Muslim, right? And for them, they put religion on a higher pedestal, right? Than for my
That's
parents.
true. That's also a factor.
Yeah.
I feel like religion would play a really definite role in
Can you
the
guys marry
idea.
a Muslim person?
Would I marry? If they were,
Depends. Like if they like just see, you know what the problem comes. I can marry a Muslim person, but raising the kids is where the problem comes. Because like they're gonna be like, no, we gotta raise a Muslim, and they're like, well, no, I want to raise them Christian, and then you can't raise them as both because it's confusing on the kid. Because I know some people who are raised as both and given the choice by their parents to pick when they're 18, and they don't want to hurt their parents' feelings, right? Because at the end of the day, like honestly, that's why I don't put too much emphasis on religion. More about the person and how it's a way of life for me.
for sure.
So-
I feel like it depends on how high their belief is and like how strong it is. Just because some people that are Muslim do have different views on religion than a Christian might, with less of a religious belief. But in terms of both of us believing in a higher power, God, and the whole idea, I feel like that can kind of guide the relationship. Like, God is always a factor in a relationship, hands down. So if the relationship is meant to happen, even though there are some difficulties in, let's say, like him being Muslim and me being Christian, I don't think that would be a problem, just because I feel like that would kind of solve itself.
It might be controversial, but like if you can't marry an Ethiopian Eritrean, what are some other ethnic groups that your parents could like connect? Like you think it wouldn't be as much of an issue? Like what would come like second, third? Like who are the runner-ups that like because of similarities amongst culture and like raising your children and stuff? For me, I think if I married a Filipino, my parents, because like my parents love Filipinos.
Really?
Like, they get love with Filipinos.
I feel like they maybe Italian, like people.
They would
like,
probably love. I don't like probably. I don't know. Maybe anything East African,
yeah, definitely.
like Sudanese or something. I don't know. Maybe.
I feel
I don't know. I never really thought about it.
I haven't either. Kids?
Egyptians, like Christian.
Oh, yeah.
Egyptians.
Egyptians.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My dad likes Egypt.
Yeah, I like Egyptians too. Like they're
Like,
really nice people.
someone with a family that they can. I feel like family values are something that I feel like my parents would really connect with a lot more.
I just accepted the fact that it's not on me.
Wait, here's an interesting question. Well,
I don't
no,
love
my parents
anyone.
can't dictate. Yeah, that's true.
Your parents? Yeah, my parents.
I don't even think I'm gonna get married, to be honest.
Yeah, to be
Hi
honest.
Dad, hi Mom. I know you're gonna watch this video, but
Yikes.
I feel like I still have the final say when it comes down to
Yeah,
it.
me too.
Like,
Some people
I-
don't. You know, some people put their parents' values in front of theirs, and I'm like, that's like
me.
that's olden. That's like we're in the modern world. Your views on life and like everything has to change, right?
Yeah.
In order to progress as a nation, as like a world, like we all have to change together. Like times are changing. You need to be more open. Like life is short. So what's the point of like holding grudges and restricting yourself? No, guys.
No, but like I still feel like I would still take into consideration what my parents
Oh yes.
want because
no,
of the fact that
my
like
family all like them. No, I'm saying like,
Oh, like
what
they
if
were
they're
just, like,
perfect
veto
and you're like, what if they're perfect and just because they were of a different cultural group, like your family's like no.
I would give it time. I would see how big of an
You know
impact
what?
it would
When
be.
the
Ooh, we got our food. Hey, lit. Hey.
It's your boy Easy. Yeah.
Wow, you guys don't understand. This lighting is ridiculous. I love it. This food's delicious, guys. I suggest coming to Starving Artist on St. Clair and what is that?
It's like St. Dufferin and
Yeah. It's really good. It's really affordable. Okay, we're still eating, but Miriam has work, you know, adult responsibilities. So she's gonna be leaving right now. Bye. I hope you guys enjoyed this segment.
Wait.
You're so mean. I hope they couldn't see that because of the shade. But I hope you guys really like this video. We'll probably be continuing a little bit more.
Love y'all.
But
Take it from this. Button and shit.
wow, you're actually so making her take it off. Guys, so I actually recommend this place. It was actually really good. Service was good. Do you have anything like bad to say?
It was a little slow on seating because there wasn't many people there, so I don't know why I was taking long.
Yeah.
I guess it's because of shortage of staff, but other than that, food was really good.
Yeah, like 4.5 stars out of 5.
Whoa.
And that's like a good
I'll
one.
give it 4.
Okay, well then. But yeah, like even the fruit, it was really fresh. So I wasn't expecting it to be that fresh. And
The
like
chicken was so soft and tender, but
yeah.
note to self, spicy doesn't really mean spicy because we both got the spicy chicken and it
Yeah.
was not spicy at all.
Not spicy at all.
So
It was maybe like a little tiny tad like ketchup spice kind of thing, but like,
I didn't even
it was
taste
blood.
anything spicy at all. Like it tasted like it
Yeah.
was good though. It tasted like
It's like
tomato
breakfast
sauce.
spicy
Yeah,
though.
not even
Yeah.
like I don't know. I guess I have a really high tolerance for spice because I didn't taste anything.
All right, well, thank you guys for tuning in to this video. I hope you liked it. I hope we answered a lot of questions. And yeah, if you like these kind of videos, let us know. Subscribe down below. And deuces, guys. See you later.